Hello friends, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today is March 24, 2022. Let's take a look at top cybersecurity stocks. So before we go there, let's take a look at the market and see what market is doing. So we got a one-day chart here. Yesterday we had a bad day in the market. Market came tumbling down as you can see here. Big down in all the major indices as you can see here. Dow, Nasdaq is also down. S&P 500 also came down nicely yesterday. So we had a nice down day. But futures are looking up today. Look, Dow Jones Industrial Average up 119 in the futures market, and same story with S&P 500 as well as Nasdaq up pretty okay so far. Oil is down, which is the way we like it, and interest rates are going slightly higher. And as usual, we got the geopolitical tension in the focus here. Russia, Ukraine. There is some NATO leaders meeting. So let's see how it pans out. And oil is going higher, as you can see here. OPEC already had the meeting back in March 31st. They're sticking to their output. And then you got your cybersecurity stock OKTA. OKTA stock falls down. Looks like there is some worry about security incident that happened, and it's surfacing again. So we got to take a look at OKTA, see if it's good time to buy. And we got Arista Network, which is a Cisco rival, as IBD50 says it. So it's a good stock breaking out. We can see if it's worth buying here. All right, so with that, let's jump in here and look at top cybersecurity ETF. So from an ETF perspective, we got top dog here with CIBR. It's a ETF which has got about a $5 billion asset under the market. It's the biggest ETF and most liquid and most traded ETF, as you can see here. So I think it's a go-to ETF. You could buy this ETF. Expense ratio is also pretty low, as you can see here. And then you got few more. We got Bug and Hack. These two also pretty big ETFs, as you can see here. By the size, look, 1.1 and $1.9 billion under market, under management. And they also do pretty okay. Other ETFs have got a little bit lower volume. I would probably not look at them too keenly. So I would say look at Cyber here, has done nicely in 5 years, 155%, and Hack also had done pretty okay, and looks like Bug is relatively new. It's done 21% in 1 year. So as you all know, cybersecurity is a emerging market. There is always some threat looming, and the future wars are won in the internet world, cybersecurity world. That's why this is a very emerging market. We got to invest in this market and grow our portfolios. All right, so with that, let's jump in here and look at the top companies in the cybersecurity market with the market cap. Look, this list is sorted by market cap. We got all main stocks in the cybersecurity, and you may not see some names which are very low price or which don't have a good trading volume. So with the top dog here is Cisco. Cisco is a networking company, and they also have a collaboration product like WebEx. And look, it's a very big market capitalization, and they've got multiple things going on, and they've done about 86% in 5 years. So if you want a stock that you can sleep nicely without too much worries, you could buy some Cisco, forget about it. They will do well. They also pay a good dividend. And look at the cash pile here. They got about $21 billion in cash and nice cash flow, about $13 billion on a trailing 12-month basis. And they're also a leader in the industry, as you can see here. And then you got Palo Alto Network. This one is a little more aggressive stock, as many of you know here. It's a pure play cybersecurity stock. Right now, they are not into profitability yet. They're losing money, as you can see here. But look at the performance. It's one of the top performer in this whole list here, 441% performance in last 5 years. So this one you could buy on when the market sells off. I think they have a good CEO. This can do well. A pure play cybersecurity company. And right now it's net margin negative, but they can turn net margin positive pretty soon. And one of my absolute favorites is Fortinet, FTNT. Look, this one is a great company. They've been doing great for a long time. Look at the performance, 781%. It's a top performer in the cybersecurity world. And right now RSI is 55. stock is trying to recover, as you can see here, still down 14% from 52-week high. You could buy this great company and go from there. It's a good company. And then you got here a pure play cybersecurity company, CrowdStrike, one of my favorite. You could buy this company. Also, it's a great company. Right now, net margin negative, as you can see here, but this company can turn to net margin positive. It's also a good company to buy and take advantage. And look, we got few more here. VMware. VMware is also one of my favorite. It broke out of Dell, and look at the cash they have. They got $12 billion of cash, and a nice free cash flow here. They're also industry leader. Look at the industry benchmark here. They're an industry leader. You could buy this company here. They are down 18% from 52-week high. This company makes money. Look at the profit margin, 16%. And then you got Arista Network. Most of you might be knowing Arista Network. Arista Network is a great play. These guys are really doing very well. And look at the profit margin, 29%. It's a great profit margin and company doing great. Look at the RSI here, 60. And this company down 10% in the correction territory. When the market sells off, you could buy some Arista Network. They will do great. And then you got Net here, which is Cloudflare. Cloudflare is a great company. It's a pure, they got multiple things going on, content delivery, security, and so on and so forth. Look, it's down 47% from 52-week high. There's a nice surge. Look, 1 day and 5 day, nice surge here. And I think wait for a little bit pullback here. It's a great company to buy and hold. This company will do very well. And then got a few more. We'll not look at all of them in detail. As usual, keep watching the cash pile here. You want to make sure companies have got nice cash. And also, if you're conservative, look at the free cash flow here. You want to have companies with a nice positive free cash flow. Those are the good ones to buy. Cloudflare right now has got negative cash flow, but not too much. This can turn positive pretty soon. So with that, also look at the 5-year performance. If you want some great performers, you could look at some higher performers. Like we got few companies here. We got CrowdStrike, Fortinet have done great in the past. They will continue to do well in the future also. So with that, let's jump in here. Look at the continuation here. From a continuation perspective, we got a few more names here. Look at all these companies. They got positive cash on the balance sheet, and many of these have got negative cash flow, but they can do very well. And look at the net margin in this list here. We got all net margin negative. The companies are not making money, and market cap is also dropping off, as you can see here. So with this, what we'll do next is we'll look at few companies, look at the chart, and go from there. From a chart perspective, we got few great names here, sorted by market capitalization here. Look, we got Cisco here. Cisco seems to be doing a nice bottom here. Look, there is a nice support level here, about 52, 53 here. Looks like it's a great one to buy when it comes lower. And this support can hold and stock can go higher as we go forward. So this Cisco is a good one here. You could buy Cisco. It's a relatively less risky stock, and you could go from there. Don't expect a huge performance, but it's a sleep at night type stock here. Then we got Palo Alto Network. Nikesh Arora is the CEO here. Look, it's doing nice higher high, as you can see here. On this one, with the RSI a little higher here, on a pullback, I would buy this. This is a good company to buy. Pure cybersecurity. It's a good one to buy. Right now, it's going up and away right now. I would wait for a little bit pullback and buy this great company here. And then we got CrowdStrike. CrowdStrike, as you see here, it's come down nicely here. There's a nice support level here around 160 or so. It's bouncing off of the support very nicely. So even up here on a down day, I would buy some CrowdStrike. It's a great company, born in the cloud type company. It's a good one to buy here. And then you got Fortinet, again, another great company. I love this company. Look, there is a nice bottom here, about 255 or so here, and it's bouncing off of the support level here. So I would be a buyer of Fortinet on a little bit sell off here if market sells off. Even now you could buy a small position, but I typically love to wait for a little more pullback here and then buy Fortinet. It's an absolute favorite of mine. All right, then we got few more here. Look, we got CrowdStrike. It's again one of the great company. I think we talked about this already. Nice bottom. This bottom holds. You could buy this company here. And then you got Fortinet. We talked through this. Probably let's look at probably VMware here. VMware also nice bottom here, as you can see here. It's bouncing off of the bottom here. You could buy this. RSI is low. This is a good one to buy. It's beaten down at these levels here. Then Arista Network, one of my favorite. I think this one is going higher, as you can see here. On a pullback, you could buy Arista Network here. All right, let's look at, I think it's the same, many of these names are same here. Let's look at Zscaler here and go from there. Zscaler, as you see here, it's been going down off late. Look, nice downtrend here and nice downtrend. It's trying to go higher here, bouncing off of this support level here. I would wait for a little bit pullback on Zscaler and then buy Zscaler. All right, so we got a few more here. We got Palantir. Palantir has been, going down off late, as many of you have noticed here. Look, nice downtrend here, and there's a nice support here. I think around $10 here, which is, the SPAC. I mean, which is the initial price. I think about $10 is a nice support level for Palantir here. I can see the stock bouncing from $10 at these levels, the low RSI 50. I'm a buyer of Palantir for the long term here. They're going into commercial area versus department versus the government agencies. That's a good diversification for Palantir. And then you got VRSN here. Look, it's got a nice base here. I think this base is going to hold. So I would be a buyer of this stock on a pullback here. Right now RSI is 48. Tells you stock is down and oversold at these levels. I'll be slowly buying VRSN at these levels and on their pullback. And then you got OKTA. OKTA is a different story. They had some security outage back in December, January. From then on, look, stock is coming down nicely. And look, it's a nice tunnel here, and they're making their way down. I think right now all the bad news is probably out here. So I would be slowly trying to pick up some position here. Look, RSI 39 tells the stock is sold off here with all the bad news coming out here. I think it can form a base around say 140 or so and then go higher. And then you got here Splunk. Look, they had a huge downturn here, and there's a nice support level. I think this support level is going to hold. It's a multiple bottom, as you can see here. I would be a buyer and a pullback. Right now RSI is 64. There is also some chatter about takeover for Splunk. I would wait for a little bit pullback and then buy Splunk. Look, it's gone up so fast, so quickly. It's only not natural for this to come down slightly. You could buy it on a pullback here. All right, so with that, thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe.